Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy. Oh, thank God. Ugh. That was bad. So, don't go back through the cavern. So I'm going to spare you guys, but I just spent 20 minutes trying to get back out through that cavern. Fast travel from the balcony. Okay, our dragons are filling in.
He's opening a museum in Dawnstar. They say he's paying people to collect artifacts from that old mythic Dawn cult.
Akaviri dragon carving, pre-IE 2703. The exact date of carving is unknown, as very little is actually known of mysterious Akavir and the cultures and history of her people. Therefore, this piece is dated for the time of the first Akaviri invasion of Tamriel, which brought it to Tamriel's shores.
It is? Well, that's different.
Darkfall Cave Note. Sister, I know that you'll come find me, but it will be too late. If you find this letter, get out of this forsaken cave as soon as possible. We were fools to think we could live so close to such creatures and live peacefully. I should have headed back to camp with you after we placed the torches down here. I thought these trolls would be different, that they would somehow understand that we didn't want to hurt them. I am now cornered, and it's only a matter of time before one of the trolls decides to finish me off. I hope it is a quick death. Farewell, my dear sister. Darkfall Passage Note, Part 2. Strange why the cursed have set up so many traps near this stone barrier. Going to rest for a bit, not take any chances. They set up those traps for a reason, and I'm not about to go rushing in to find out why. Just going to sit here, regain my strength, and possibly try and use the traps to my advantage. Arvel's journal. Boy, that's back to the Golden Claw. My fingers are trembling. The Golden Claw is finally in my hands, and with it, the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool, Lucan Valerius, had no idea that his favorite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend said there is a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the Golden Claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. Drok's journal. I weren't never one for writing about my life. King priests of old deserved their stories told, but Brokt is a simple man. So this isn't no journal, and I'm not telling any stories here, but this infernal machine done worked its way into my brain space, and I won't leave it until it's figured out. The whole contraption just sits like a dead worker if it doesn't have the box. Putting the box in the hole made it all come to life. 5 rings, but only 4 buttons? Most of them don't work most of the time anyhow. When the lights line up, more often, but they don't seem to help. Just make another damn thing move. The old fleabag Khajiit that sold me this cube said something about the light through the knowledge through the machine rests in the cube. I remember because he made me say it back at him until I wanted to throttle him. So I did. Tried to leave, but wolves to the top, and them eyeless freaks outside the tower. Gotta stay here till I get it right. And I will get it right. and rests, Trevor. The eyeless creatures took us in our sleep. I don't know what happened to the Khajiiti brothers. We never saw them in the cell. I managed to pick the lock, and we made a break for it, but got split up. Sulla yelled something about not leaving without finding what he came here for, and Umana chased after him. Yag and I tried for the top of the cave shaft, but one of the ramps was broken. Without hesitation, she grabbed me by the scruff of my tunic, threw me atop the ledge, and told me to run. And I did. I didn't even look back. I just ran like a coward. I could hear her fighting them, and I just had to get away. I didn't even notice the arrow in my shoulder till I hid here. Those metal creatures are still all around me, and I'm too terrified to even move. 8 divines, please just take me now. Godwin's Journal. 18th of Morningstar, 4E201. Finally, I was able to lay my hands on a copy of the obscure poem of Tohan, written by none other than the Nerevarine, they say. This will be a great help for my research into this forgotten hero. I might just skip some classes tomorrow so I could study the poem. I could barely contain my excitement. Tonight, I'll start with transcriptions of the most noteworthy parts of the poem, and tomorrow I should also start making some new notes for my research. So much to do. 19th of Morningstar, 4E201. Near the end of the poem of Tohan, there is an account of how the helm was laid to rest in a safe place. Apparently, the Nerevarine decided to hide the helm where no man could misuse its powers. If only I could find this artifact so I could prove that Tohan really existed. If only his descendants were still alive on this day. I'd have so many questions. It would make everything so much easier. That such an amazing individual got lost in the seas of time is unfathomable. His name is worth remembering, and I fear the artifact is all that is left of his legacy. 20th of Morningstar, 4E201. I stayed up all night reading and rereading the poem, and I think I'm onto something. Hints are given to the location of the helm's resting place within the poem. There are vague descriptions of the locations, clues spread around the poem. My weary eyes may have missed something, so I will reread the poem again in the morning. I hope the clues will give me some concrete information to work with. 22nd of Morningstar, 4E201. I have studied the lines and have come to the conclusion that the helm might be hidden here in Skyrim. The poem clearly speaks of a location of frost and ice, a cave or dungeon. There are further hints describing the cave as deep, very deep. A watery grave is mentioned, something along the coast, cold north. A guardian is also mentioned. He carries the key in his mind's eye. What could that mean? The place was protected? Is it still? I'm sure the location is here in Skyrim, but there are hundreds of caves and tombs, even along the coastline. Tomorrow I'll visit the library to see if I can find any sources on caves and dungeons in Skyrim. There must have been at least one adventurer who would have penned down his account after discovering a place like that. Or at least I hope. It won't be easy. And I could, of course, be completely off. It's nothing more than a guess, but my gut tells me I'm on the right track. 23rd of Morningstar, 4E201. The lock on the diary was opened. Pages were stirred. I've not told anybody how close I am to finding the helm, and now it seems somebody's getting curious. I suspect it's Nirya. She's always been asking too many questions. I should keep the journal on me at all times from now on. The last page of the book is torn out. Hajvar's Journal. Pickings have been good the past few weeks. Must be because of the war. Lots of merchants and cowards looking for somewhere to curl up and hide from all the fighting. I've told the men to ease the burden on these poor souls by relieving them of all that gold they're carrying. Guard patrols along the road are way up. We can barely set foot outside. Travelers must have been complaining to the Jarl. It looks like the guard isn't ready to move against us yet, but the pressure is getting to the men. I'm having Rajir keep watch with Ulfr now. That should shut them up about our security. Damn that Balgruf. A mutiny among my men? I can hardly believe it. Thank the gods Ulfr heard of it in time. He may be blind, but he's not deaf. I killed Anjor myself. The A couple of the others ran for it, but we hunted them down quick enough. Only Isa and Rajir got away. Good riddance. There's rumor of a dragon attack on Helgen. A dragon? Hardly. More likely a story made up by some idiot frightened out of his wits by the war. In any case, the guard seems to have pulled back to the city, so we've been able to run a few decent raids again. One of the merchants had some odd cargo. A bunch of pelts and animals, including a wolf. I let the men roast the other animals, but the wolf was saved. It'd be handy to have a guard dog like that, if we could just train him a little. Journal fragment. Not good enough to live in their stupid keep, am I? Stupid sods don't realize I've moved into the Undercroft and started taking control of their own death hounds. I'll get my revenge. Pickpockets journal. I ain't been having no luck at lifting gold off them rich merchants in the market, and those Thieves Guild's wits don't want me. Oh, and those Thieves Guild's wits don't want me. Said I'm too clumsy. I'm running out of food, and skooma made me to start killing some of the skeevers down here for meat. One of the skooma dealers at the dock told me he knew a guy from Morrowind who trained a Nyx hound to distract his marks. Help him steal a heaping pile of gold, he said. Don't know if I believe a word of it, but what else am I gonna do? Might as well give it a try. Too bad there ain't any Nyx hounds around here. Plenty of skeevers, though. I'm gonna need to catch some anyway for food. Might as well have a go at training one first. Switch's origin story. Torn journal page. 26th of Morningstar, 4E201. Steepfall Burrow. That's the name of the Helm's resting place. I have gone through countless records of caves, dungeons, tombs, almost any kind of hole in the earth. Steepfall Burrow matches the descriptions best. It's near the coast, north, past Solitude. It's a deep, deep place, icy and cold. It must be the place the poem is referencing too. Tomorrow, I'll set out to this cave. I'll keep this to myself for now so nobody else would be tempted to try and race me there. I bet Nerya would love to steal this revelation from me. When I return with the helm, I'll win recognition from my teachers and maybe even the Archmage himself. This will be my hour, my finest hour.
The bow. You have Oriel's bow. I've heard it described in tales, but I could never have imagined its beauty.
We need your help, Isran.
Indeed. The day hasn't been won while Harkon still walks Tamriel. But what of Serana? Can she be trusted to lift a blade against her own kind, her own family?
I trust her to do the right thing.
I suppose that's as much as I can hope for. Let me address the Dawn Guard and then we'll be off. The men deserve to know that we finally gained the upper hand. Everyone, gather round.
After
Come on,
we're
then.
done with what
We
we
haven't
need
got
to
all
do,
day.
I'd say Fort Dawnguard needs a renovation. I'll definitely send a letter to the Brothers Proprietus back in Cyrodiil.
Hey, Serana.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. Stay alert.
For too long, we've allowed these vampires to poison the night and kill our people. Now, we finally have the means to strike back. We now have Ariel's bow. The gods themselves have favored us, and we must answer with action. The time has come to finally put an end to Harkon and his unholy prophecy.
Ulfric thinks the war's
We will
unlocked.
march on their lair
He
and
thinks he
destroy
has
those
sheep to
wretched
flock.
abominations, so they
Birds
can
in his
no
mane,
longer corrupt our
Kaidan,
world.
not the time.
But really,
This is
he
our
has a
fight.
Oh my God,
tiny
he's
wheel.
following.
And this is our fate. This is the time of the Dawn Guard.
I thought my father's place was dirty, but
Give him a crossbow bolt between the eyes for me!
besides seems to care about cleanliness.
Send the troll after them.
It's time we take the fight to their door.
Yes, it would seem
Gather
so.
your things and
Your
rest
trolls
well,
seem to
my
like
friend.
it.
We meet outside Castle Volkahar.
This is fine for now, but we can't stay holed up here forever.
Stay alert.
Definitely. I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent my fair share of time in caves already.
You run the whole way? Yeah? Okay. Meet you there. Wow. Map is not great.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
I never pull my punches.
Hell yeah! Stand still!
Fighting a daughter of Kaidan.
Nobody's gonna stand in my way. Fucking day!
Wondrous monster in the world.
You're wild and so fucking alive. Gods, I kiss you.
Ring of the Beast. While wearing this ring, you will receive 100 extra health, and your claw attacks will do an additional 20 damage.
Right the fuck now.
Well then. Hey, armored troll. Where are you guys going? Oh, there's only one guy left? Did everybody die? Alright, I'm going in.
What made you ask that?
I'm looking at the corpses to see if there are guys. I don't remember what happens here.
You or your curse. If that's what you mean.
I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry.
Try it, and I'll rip the fangs out your head.
You're all talk.
Yeah, he doesn't really like Serrano.
Hey, Salia.
Hey, Serrano.
What was that?
You have my back, and I'll have yours.
Give up!
Please!
Come on!
Yes, I mean, balls.
You think you stand a chance against me?
Oh, I just shot Serana.
You were.
Hey!
Screw you!
I can smell
Pura blood mouth? Come on, guys. Some dumplings.
What have you done?
Of course you're a Sadri.
Run. I don't mind.
Yes!
You're a lifesaver.
I'll see you burn!
Those bloodsuckers down.
Ashes to ashes.
Vampire dust to dust. Ooh, look, stuff. Hurting. I will fix. I will fix.
Time to end this little game. The bantam calls me again.
Give it up!
Fuck off. Thank you, love, for saving me. This castle needs my skin crawl.
Oh wow. Shrine to Molag Bal in the castle.
I wonder if we really need to sneak, or if this is
First
only a
look
get
at
back
the
at me for some
JK's Castle Volkahar looks pretty damn good.
Probably the second one, but I can't complain about the view.
Serana, my darling, I see you still favor keeping a pet.
You know why we're here.
Of course I do. You disappoint me, Serana. You've taken everything I provided for you and thrown it all away for this pathetic being.
Provided for me? Are you insane? You've destroyed our family. You've killed other vampires, all over some prophecy we barely understand. No more. I'm done with you. You will not touch her.
So, I see this dragon has fangs. Your voice drips with the venom of your mother's influence. How alike you've become.
No. Because unlike her, I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
And you.
Yeah?
It appears I have you to thank for turning
mouth
my
doesn't
daughter
move.
against me. I knew it was only
think
a
you
matter
helped.
of time before she'd return with hatred in her heart.
Hatred born of your neglect.
A small price to pay for the betterment of
Yeah.
our kind.
Your kind is a blight on this world.
Yes, yes. Always the noble vampire hunter.
That's really just a side hustle.
And what happens when you've slain me? Is Valerica next? Is Serana?
I would never harm Serana. She's too important to me.
Then my daughter is truly lost. She died the moment she accepted a mortal into her life.
Enough.
Yes, quite. I'm growing weary of speaking to you and my traitorous daughter. I'll give you a single chance to turn over the bow to me. There will not be a
Oh
second.
yeah, let me just give it to you. Never.
Very well then. You leave me no choice.
Your mouth doesn't move, you muppet.
I will darken the skies. You leave me no choice.
Okay, this is my third attempt at killing Harkon. He has bugged out
the flesh from
2 previous
your bones.
times. Wish me luck, folks.
Do you honestly think you stand a chance? What have you got? Come at me.
You can't hide from us.
It ends.
Do you honestly think you stand a chance? Show yourself.
You can't hide from us. You can't hide from us.
That was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Enough games. Let's finish this.
Please?
I will darken the sky.
Run. Show yourself.
Ah! We did it. 4th try. Oh! And I got an achievement.
It's over.
Yeah.
He's dead. And the prophecy dies with him. I suppose this is difficult for you.
I think my father really died a long time ago. This was just the end of something else. I did what needed to be done. Nothing more.
I think perhaps. I think you did more than that. You have my thanks. So, the beast is destroyed. Not only that, but Ariel's bow is in safe hands. The Dawn Guard will now be dedicated to safeguarding it, making sure that prophecy will never come to pass.
Well,
Serve Skyrim.
now that's done.
Even with these vampires gone,
What will you
the
do
fight
now?
isn't complete.
I'm not sure.
Once
I'll
we're
probably
set back,
stay with the Dawn Guard, for as long as they'll let me. They're respectable fighters, and I think they see the benefits of having a vampire on their side now.
Okay.
Of course, if you've got any more adventures planned.
I don't think they'll involve you.
Suit yourself.
Okay, yeah. As much as I like the book-loving Serana, I really don't like necromancy. It's a shame. Okay, good. Yeah, I got the achievement. I know I have done this before, but I probably had mods at the time, and now I have a mod that permits achievements. Or maybe I didn't do it. Maybe it really did bug out. But I do remember, like, restoring the castle. Nice place. Shame if anything happened to it. It is pretty cool, but I'm not. The map is so buggy trying to get here. God, all the blood. Yeah, and down here are cattle thralls and youth. Hey, Kaidan, yeah, the bastard's dead. It's good. Okay. I'm gonna drop Kaidan off at Bree's home. And then we're gonna go do...
What happened?
But I wouldn't mind if you turned around and let me see that beautiful smile of yours too, son.
Alright, back to some relative sanity. Let's go to Bree's home, read a book, put the whole vampire thing to bed. Alright, peaceful town.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling.
Alright, Serana wanted to stay with the Dawn
Stay out of
Guard.
trouble, Elf.
Please get out of my house. I'm gonna ask Kaidan
What do you need?
to rest here. Let's rest here. It's done. Harkon is dead. Promised you I'd do this right, didn't I?
I'm glad you saw reason at the end, though. I thought you'd gone out the same path as Rosalind did. Don't ever play with my emotions like that again.
I think you just have to trust me, honey.
That smile alone can bring me to my knees.
Let's rest here.
Yeah, it's good to be back home.
Need some help?
Let's talk.
My sexy wife.
Yeah. You're a wonderful person, Kaidan.
I love the way you make me feel.
Okay.
Back to it then,
Now, if I want to do any survival without Kaidan and his tent, I can use campfire. For the next 2 expansions, though, sleeping is problematic. It's just, it won't be on a normal schedule. Jazar's journal. This one is at its wits. Okay, I'm gonna do this in the Russian. But I'm gonna do it not Khajiiti Russian. This one is at his wits' end. I signed Jadar and myself up for this expedition to try to get him to clean of the skooma. I brought a small supply to try to keep him down, try to bring him down slowly, but the storm has had us trapped in the glacier for weeks. The others have not caught on. That the one with fur should not shake so much from the cold, but I've run out of the little skooma I brought, and Jadar is getting pretty bad. He started hallucinating creatures coming out of the ice and the ruins. The others are starting to think he may be behind Vali's disappearance, but I know he would never do something like that. Merchant's Journal. I begged my husband not to go, but he just wouldn't listen. He said if he delayed the shipment even another week, the Legion would find someone else to take it south. Let them keep their blasted money. The road to Whiterun is dangerous these days. Everyone knows it. So many caravans have been attacked. So many travelers vanished into thin air. Some say it's only bandits, but there are rumors of worse. Goblins, ghosts, witches. 20 years we've been married now, and I can't bear the thought of losing him. I'm not letting him go alone, not this time. We live or die together. Mara preserve us. Saints Bandit Leader Journal. Now this is what I call easy coin. I'm proud to be one of the saints. Every few days, Rasad comes down the road and his wares are ours for the taking. We don't take everything, mind you. If he don't got nothing to sell, he can't stay in business, and then what will we be? We just skim a bit off the top each time. Ginthal should be happy with our latest take. He'll be leaving his camp up near Karthwasten to pay us a visit soon. Those damn seducers were eating into our profits until we drove them off up north. Other merchants pass through those parts, so maybe they'll stay gone. Sulia's journal. We tried to get through Glacier at the top, but we couldn't find any way into that tower parapet. Yag spotted in the glacial wall and construction I'm gonna call that a borked sentence. Yag spotted the glacial wall and construction of a catwalk was finished just in time for a storm to hit. I still don't know what that means, but we're moving on. At first we thought to wait it out, but it has only gotten worse. A shift in the glacier took out several of the new laborers. I ordered everyone to quickly move as much of the supplies as we could into the fissure, and we managed to get most of it. One of the hands decided he wasn't going to listen and tried to make it out through the storm, but got blown off the catwalk by the wind. Looks like we are well and truly stuck in here. But for all that, I feel even more driven that I should be the one to uncover the mysteries of this ruin. I'm tired of all the credit for my work going to the mages or the Legion. It will be my name that goes down in the history books for this discovery. Ulag's Journal. Entry 1. It's been almost a week now since my exile from Dushnikval. Got caught hitting the skooma and was deemed unworthy by Chief Berga. I was on my way to becoming a great blacksmith to rival even the Chief Forge wife. Now I'm left wandering the lands until I can prove myself worthy again. If they only knew the great pleasure one gets from it, they wouldn't dare cast me out like this. Entry 2. I miss the sweet essence of skooma. Must get myself preoccupied. This journal is helping a bit, I guess. What else can I do after hunting? I used to hammer on metal whenever I consumed all my stash until I could score some more. Now all I got is this blasted piece of bundled paper. Maybe I could try scaring a few travelers for gold and get myself another stash from Rasad. Entry 3. I make a good bandit. A couple more idiots and I'll be swimming in skooma. Entry 4. I almost got caught by a group of patrolling guards. That was a close one. Maybe not such a good idea anymore. That one arrow grazed my neck a few more inches and I would have been bleeding to death. Entry 5. It's been almost a month now being sober from skooma. I think I'm finally cleaning up. What was I thinking? I don't need it anyway. I'd best go to Whiterun, cool off or something. Always wanted to see the Skyforge and find out what all the big fuss is about. Entry 6. So this is Whiterun. Not too bad. Still prefer an orc stronghold than mingling with this light-skinned milk... mingling with these light-skinned milk drinkers. It's a poor you... Okay, never mind. But that Eorlin guy... He's something. He really knows his way around the forge. Maybe I can work under his tutelage and share some ideas with him. Entry 7. Feels good to hammer on steel again. It was tough convincing him, but after sharing that last euphoric idea I got during one of my skooma sessions about the repeated heating and cooling of steel with the use of fire and frost salts to come up with a more durable and purer steel, I finally got his interest. But with the Skyforge, my technique surpassed beyond both our expectations. The resulting steel was far better than any he has forged before. Entry 8. We decided to use the technique on armor, and so far we've managed to make a helm. We've decided to keep it simple but elegant for presentation purposes, as he said. The process was too time-consuming, and he didn't want to overdo something that may or may not be well received by the Jarl, or most warriors for that matter. Notes on helm process. Entry 9. Damn those lords. Apparently my helm is too light, unnerving to feel you have nothing on for protection. Hrongar believes that it was too much work for something of the same quality just for the sake of having it lighter. Ugh, I need something to bash. Entry 10. Hammering steel and Yorlin's words of comfort isn't doing them much good. I need something. Something. I believe Rasad's caravan is outside the city gates today. Entry 11. Sweet, divine skooma. Rasad must have mixed something in this sleeping tree sap in my stash after buying a bulk. Entry 12. Just had another idea during my sessions. What if I use the sleeping tree sap and the tanning of leather? I must share this with Yorlin tomorrow. I know he prefers working on steel. The man doesn't even have a tanning rack for Malakat's sake, but I just got to get this out. Entry 13. He's skeptical as usual, but he allowed me to use the Skyforge to try it out for myself, just as long as I don't get in his way when he's working the forge. Said I was acting strange lately. Entry 14. The result is outstanding. The leather is far more flexible and durable. Thank you, skooma! Now I just need to get more sap from Rasad. Might as well replenish my stash. Entry 15. Seems that last mix-up was his last stock of the sap, but he did manage to point me to his source. Apparently, he's befriended a giant at the Sleeping Tree Camp and told me I could try my luck with the giant. I'll just have to mention his name and to take note. He warned me not to bring or be under skooma when I do. The giant seems to hate the smell of it. Entry 16. Got myself a whole batch of tree saps and a new friend, it seems. Also met this Isolde woman, says she wants to buy some sap off me. Sold her a few excess and just promised to get her a lot more the next time I visited the giant. Anyway, time to work. Notes on armor process. Entry 17. I managed to create a whole armor from all the sap, and might I say, I work a lot better after sessions. Due to the increased flexibility of the leather, I managed to stack, meld, and stitch layers of the finest leathers together. The greatest work yet. Even Yorlin was amazed at its quality, enough to say it almost stands at par with Dragonscale. He told me to present it to the Jarl and his subjects. Ha! Like oblivion I will. After scoffing at my helm, they can lick the dung under my boots. Entry 18. Damn it! Yorlin caught me hitting the skooma, and would you believe it? He sent the guards at me. Damn Nords ran me out of Whiterun. Well, it was either that or spend weeks to sober up in prison. At least I got away with my work. I'll head back to Dushnik Yal and present this armor. Then Chief Burgok will see me worthy. I shall name it the Apotheus Light Armor. Entry 19. That Isolde is still holding me up to the sap deal. Could just sell it to the Khajiit. Ha! I need the extra gold anyway. Don't want to resort to banditry again. Might as well fetch her a batch. But first, one more skooma for the road. Feels like I'm forgetting something. Is there something about the giant? Oh, buddy. Umana's journal. It's been about a week since Valley went missing. And now, Endrast is gone too. We found blood leading over the barred-off doorway, but Sulla seems to think that they found a way through and that they're trying to cut him out of the discovery. He keeps saying that we need to press on. We've managed to break through another section of the ruins, an animunculary, where the dwarves would produce their automatons. We learned the hard way that the metal creatures are still alive in there, and it hasn't improved Yog's mood at all. She holds that the Khajiit brothers aren't involved with the disappearance and have been keeping a hard eye on Sulla. The rations have all but run out, and we're going to have to decide soon whether to brave the storm or try to push further into the ruins. I don't know if the echoes of screams I've heard in my sleep are those of our missing comrades, or my own nightmares.
Come sit with me, my love.
Okay, I'm gonna make myself, just to have before I forget, I'm gonna make myself a tent. Ah. I'm gonna go down to the stair. Okay, spell tome options, campfire unleashed. I'm gonna make it. I have Tentapalooza, so I should be able to make a tent. Oh god, I left everything at the... I deposited everything at the museum, so that's gonna have to wait. For now, I'm not gonna be camping for a little bit. But here's the campfire unleashed options, which will give me more recipes. Okay. Hey, babies. Love you. You guys take care of each other and have fun in town, okay? Yeah. Love you. Where are you? Okay, there you are.
My love.
Hey.
Let's take the day off. Let me pamper you and show you how much I love you. Everything else can fucking wait.
So I'll be checking in on Bree's home. It looks like they can't embrace. We're a bit stuck. Can you make it, Kaidan? Can you? Through the bench? Yeah? Can you? Good. I used to do this with Dragon Age. I didn't always take the dog out with me, but every single time I left camp, I had to pet him. Alright, they look pretty. I'm gonna leave the stuff up here. I'm not gonna take it.
What are we doing tonight?
On to more. Alright, what comes next? I think I'm going to do the completionist tracker for Riverwood. Towns and cities. Small towns. Ah, okay. So Riverwood doesn't have its own. But for now, I'm gonna go back to the Dragonborn gallery because I left all my crap there, and that was dumb. I'm getting to the point where I need to carry it all around with me. I am so relieved to see beautiful textures after being stuck in Dawnguard hell. So, I'm going to set out a bit on my own. No companions, which was gonna happen anyway. Apocrypha, the black books are completely solo. But I won't be sleeping in Solstheim. I do have a home there, but I don't sleep until after Mirac is handled. Okay, gonna grab my stuff. Oh, I didn't sort here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a tent. I don't have enough elk pelts. I'm probably gonna be able to buy some from Perigo. I think I gave him everything that I might need. Hey.
Take a look. Aye.
I may not. That's a hide, not a pelt. Apocrypha Tentacle Sky. No collision, save first. Void Salt and Moon Sugar. Tentacle Arm. Huh. Weirdly. Alright. Alright, well, next thing I will be doing is figuring out campfire for solo. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.